quadratic function. So, okay, I keep skipping. 4 words that mean solve. One is the word solutions. If it says, what are the solutions, you're going to have to solve. So if it has the word solutions, you're going to have to solve. Some other words that mean solve are x-intercepts, which we haven't worked with before, roots, and zero. So those are just some math vocabulary words that mean you're going to have to solve it. Solutions, x-intercepts, roots, and zeros. All right, and this word solve means to set equal to 0. So write that down, please. The word solve, whenever you have to solve something, you have to set it equal to 0. Okay. All right, anybody need more time to write? Okay. So when you see this word x-intercepts, that means at the very end, you're going to have to set it equal to 0. I'm going to show you what that means. But the word x-intercepts means at the end of the problem, we're going to have to set it equal to 0. Okay? All right, we're going to start the problem the same way we've always started. What's the first thing I have to ask myself about this problem? Very good. A common factor. What goes into 5 and 20? 5. So I have to divide it by 5. Is there anything else I have to divide it by? Very good. Okay. When I divide it by 5a1, 5 divided by 5 is 1. Subtract my little numbers, that gives me a1. And 20 divided by 5 is 4, and the a's cancel. I put it in parentheses, and what goes out front? 5a. Now, how many parts are left in parentheses? 2. Normally, I would split it, but I can't split that one. There's 2 reasons why that one won't split. Anybody know one reason why it won't split? It has a plus. It has to have a minus to split. Anybody else know the other thing why it won't split? It's a to the first. So a first can't split. Okay, so now we're going to set them equal to 0. Okay, so you're going to take this, and you're going to put 5a equals 0. And you're going to take this, a plus 4 equals 0. You can put the 1 with it if you want, but you don't need it. Okay, so you're going to take each part and equal 0. All right, so this is the step we're adding today. So you're going to draw your line. Does anybody remember what you would do here? Yes, I have to move the 5. What do you have to do with the 5? Divide it. Very good. What? Okay, well, just draw an arrow. You got plenty of room in the middle of your paper. All right, so this is multiply, so you have to divide by 5. So a equals 0. You would have to divide by 5. This means multiply, so on this one you have to divide by 5. 0 divided by 5 is 0. Okay? There's 2 answers. Okay? Over here, I draw my line. How do I solve this one? Move the 4. How do you get rid of plus 4? Minus 4. So a equals negative 4. There's 2 answers. 2 answers. Okay? All right, number 2. What are the solutions? When you see this word solutions, that means that's when you have to do the extra step. That's when you have to do the extra step. Set equal to 0. So we're not dividing here. Okay, right here, 5a means 5 times a. So what's the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. So 0 divided by 5 is 0. Here, how do you get rid of plus 4? You minus 4. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Okay? Okay, so right here, I got 6x squared minus 24. What's the first thing you have to do on this problem? Divide it, because it has something in common. What goes into 6 and 24? Okay. Do they both have an x? Nope, so don't put it. Okay, 6 divided by 6 is 1. Drop down the x squared. Negative 24 divided by 6 is negative 4. Put it in parentheses. Put the 6 out front. Oops. Okay. All right, how many parts are in parentheses? 2. Can this one split? Yep, because it has a minus. So it splits. And x squared splits into x and x. And 4 splits into 2 and 2. What are my signs going to be? You only have to set stuff with letters equal to 0. You only have to set stuff with letters. So like if you put 6 equals 0, that doesn't make any sense. There's nothing you can do. So you don't have to set it unless it has a letter with it. Okay? So we're going to do x minus 2 equals 0. X minus 2 equals 0. And we're also going to put x plus 2 equals 0. Okay? So if it has an x with it, that's when you have to set it equal to 0 when it has one of these vocabulary words. All right, I'm going to draw my line. How do I get rid of minus 2? So x equals 2. Over here, I'll draw my line. How do I get rid of plus 2? Subtract 2. What's 0 minus 2? So x equals negative 2. Anybody need more time to write? Okay. Number 3, this word zeros means I'm going to have to set it equal to 0 at the end. The only time you have to do the set equal to 0 is when you see one of those vocabulary words. Okay. All right, so when I look at this one, x squared minus 2x minus 15, do they have anything in common? Just one, so we can skip that step. How many parts do I have? 3. When it has 3 parts, what do I do? Parentheses. X and X. Are my signs going to be the same or different? They're going to be different. What else do you have to do on this one? Thank you. Kick out the 15. All right, what multiplies to give me 15? Does that subtract and give me 2? Okay. Chuck, where does the 5 go? With which one? Very good. Okay. All right, because it had this word zeros, I'm now going to set this part equal to 0, x minus 5 equals 0, and x plus 3 equals 0. All right, I'm going to draw my line. Daniel, what happens here? It becomes, so what will x equal here? Good. Ethan G, what happens here? Becomes, so x equals negative 3. So those are your 2 answers. Okay. All right, number 4. What does solve mean you're going to have to do? Set equal to 0 at the very end. Okay. Jesse, tell me about this problem. How should I start it? What do you notice about this problem? What? They both have an x. If they have something in common, you have to start there. So what do I divide by, Jesse? X. Okay. So I get x to the first minus 7. Those x's cancel. What do I need to do with that? Parentheses. What goes out front? X. Okay. All right. How many parts are left in parentheses? 2. Normally, I would try to split it, but this one won't split. Anybody know why? There's only one x, so it won't split. Okay? So now we're ready to set equal to 0. Anytime I have a letter, I have to set it equal to 0. So now I'm going to do x equals 0, this front part, and I'm going to do this part equal to 0. Okay? All right, the nice thing, this one's already done, so one of your answers is 0. Over here, Gracie, what do I have to do? So x equals 7. Okay. Questions? Okay. All right, number 5. Andrea, what word should I circle? What does that mean you're going to have to do at the end? Set it. All right, Chad, how do I start x squared minus 3x minus 40? I can. You can divide them all by 1. I'm going to skip that step because dividing by 1 doesn't change anything. Okay, Chad, what would I have to do after I divide it by 1? Not yet. How many parts does it have? Okay, what do I do next? 2 parentheses. Please stop, Daniel. Okay. Chuck, what happens from there? Good. Haley, what are 2 things that multiply to give me 40? Good. And that subtracts and gives me 3. Daniel, what are my signs going to be? Yep. Dylan, where does the 8 go with which one? Yep, because it's bigger, so it goes with this front sign. Okay, after I get it in parentheses form, Jesse, what am I going to do with those next? Good job, Jesse. Okay. Andrea, what do I do right here to finish that? And make it positive. So 8 equals positive 8. X equals positive 8. Zaria, how do you get rid of plus 5? Turns into a what? Negative. So you get negative 5. Do number 6. Dylan, what word do I circle? What does that mean to do? Good. Gracie, how do I start this one? What do you notice about this one? They both have an X, so they have something in common, so I have to divide. Is there anything else they both have in common, Gracie? Something else I can write underneath them? Good. So 2x right underneath them. Jesse, what happens when you divide by 2x? What do you get? Thank you. 1x. Yep. Plus 4. Okay. Jesse, what else do I have to do right here? And what goes out front? Yep. Okay. All right, Chuck, how many parts does this have? Will it split? No, it won't split. Dylan, what do I do next? Just x plus 4 equals 0, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay. All right, Haley, what do you have to do right here? Did you say minus? Okay, be careful. This is multiply. How do you get rid of multiply? Division. What is 0 divided by 2? 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. So those of you working ahead, fix that. All right, that's an easy mistake to make. Over here, plus 4 becomes minus 4, so you get x is negative 4. Okay. Questions? All right, flip it over. All right, number 7. All right, zeros means to do what? Good, set it equal to 0. All right, anybody tell me about this one. What? Okay, good. What else do we know? X can go into both of them. Anything else? What? 8. Chad says 8 will go into both of them. Good observation. Do I put positive 8 or negative 8? All All right, now I'm ready to divide. What's negative 16 divided by negative 8? 2x to the first. What's 40 divided by negative 8? Positive or negative? And my x's cancel. Okay? What do I put out front? Okay. All right, what do I do next? All right, so I put negative 8x equals 0. What else do I put? Two x minus 5 equals 0, that whole thing. Okay. All right, I want to finish these two problems, so make sure you're writing them down, or I'm going to hold you after the bell to write them down. You need to write down these two problems. Right here, draw my line. What happens here? Very good, you divide. What is 0 divided by anything? 0. So x equals 0. Okay? All right, this one, be careful here. Which number moves first? The 5, and it becomes positive 5. But I still have a number with the x. Then you divide it. You get a fraction. X equals 5 over 2. You get a fraction. X equals 5 over 2. I'm serious, guys. Make sure you have everything written down for these two problems, or you're going to stay after the bell. All right. Tell me about this one. 4x squared minus 9. Good. Why do you go straight to parentheses? Good. There's nothing in common. All right. So this one has two parts, so I split it. How does 4 split? Okay. 2x and 2x. 3 and 3. And my signs are different. All right. What's the last thing I have to do on this problem? All right. So 2x minus 3 equals 0. And 2x plus 3 equals 0. Okay. All right, Jesse, help me with this one. Okay. Then what? This means multiply. So you have to. So you get x equals 3 over 2. It's a fraction. Okay. Dylan, help me over here. Then what? So x equals negative 3 over 2.